Today on Kellie's Wildlife, we're going to be hanging out with singer-songwriter Mason Douglas. Mason and I will be goose hunting.
Yeah.
It's heavy. It's a big bird. Yeah, I'll just throw him on the plane.
All right.
We're good.
Actually, you know, we could get
baggage.
We could just buy a seat on the plane. That's okay.
And cooking up some of our favorite family recipes in the kitchen.
Ready?
Okay.
Great.
We're all good luck now.
All right,
We've
we're ready.
cast off the demons.
Later, Mason will be sharing some insights into the music biz and playing some of his original work.
Ain't sure, but I think I heard her say something about some pink camo, I guess.
Pink camo. Heck yeah.
It's all coming up on Kellie's Wildlife.
It's in my blood, I got it from my daddy. I'm about as backwoods as you can get. I'm proud to say that the back of my neck is red like the paint on my jacked up Camaro. Red like the clay out mudding where we go. Yes sir and ma'am, that's who I am. I'm glad I was born and bred.
Hey, hey.
Kellie!
Welcome to the Casa.
Ow.
How you doing? Ready to knock some geese down?
All right, sure. Yeah.
Let's get her going.
All right, let me get ready.
All right. We're going to be at a place called Prowers Farms. It's a really cool historical place. And we've got permission to knock some out of the field today. So we're going to give it an attempt. Mason and I, a couple other guys on board. We're out in the field. We found some geese. My husband Jeff is with us, guiding us this morning. And we're going to basically sneak up on the geese, lay in a ditch, and hopefully knock a couple out of the sky.
Okay, we're about 100 yards away from these geese, but we're pretty exposed. We need to stay really low. We're going to try and get up here to these weeds. There's an irrigation ditch. We can get in this ditch. It's going to be a 1, 2, 3, come over the top. We'll see if we can get them killed.
Somebody got something.
That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Right here. Come on. Turn your body. Come on. I think this one's yours.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
It's heavy. It's a big bird.
You want to take that one home?
Yeah, I'll just throw him on the plane.
All right.
We're good.
Actually, you know, we
check
could get
my baggage.
We could just buy a seat on the plane. That's okay. Later in the show, we're going to be cooking up a snow and a blue goose. Right now, we're cleaning a nice Canadian. What a big goose.
It's going to get goosey on Kellie's Wildlife. Next, we're cooking up a full goose. And later in the show, we're going to be chatting it up with our guest, singer-songwriter Mason Douglas. This girl's got game on Kellie's Wildlife. KelliesWildlife.com. It's the place to find expanded content from the show, including uncut videos, recipes, and tips on living the Kellie's Wildlife style. It's all on KelliesWildlife.com. Plus, join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to keep up to date on all that's happening on Kellie's Wildlife.
Our friend Mason, ready to show us his recipes for cooking goose.
Ready
and
to cook what I killed. Yeah.
Also brought some recipes, a recipe that's a family tradition, right?
Awesome stuffing recipe that I grew up on.
We're even gonna stuff a goose today. So we're gonna get started. What we've got is the poultry seasoning, also some sage, and I'm gonna have you kind of mush this up for us.
All right.
This is truly a wild goose. We're gonna get it all seasoned up on the inside, the cavity. All right,
Is that enough?
Yep, that's good. Poultry seasoning, marjoram, thyme, some celery salt.
When it comes to the amount of time, probably we need what, like 4 or 5 minutes?
Sure, 4 or 5 minutes of time would be good. We're gonna take a little bit of bacon grease. We don't need much. We're just gonna put it on the surface of our goose. It adds a little bit of flavor, but also kind of seal that off. We're gonna rub it down. A little more seasoning. So now we're going to take this and put it to the side, and we're going to get our stuffing going.
It's sage stuffing, and that's going to be the key flavor that pops out that makes it a little bit different from anything else that you have.
Take some butter. We're going to put it right in here where we cooked our bacon earlier today.
And this is my mom's too. This is, you know, I didn't make this up, create it. This is my mom.
About
And the
3 medium onions. Yeah, you gotta love those
Get those
onions.
all sauteed up. If you do the little shoulder, the salt over your shoulder trick.
I have a little extra on there just for you. Go
Just
ahead.
for me?
Yeah.
All right, take it. Then we do it over that shoulder. Is it the right one? I don't know which one.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
We're all good luck now.
All right,
We've
we're ready.
Cast off the demons.
See the rosemary, cut up sage, some salt and pepper, marjoram.
All right. Hopefully my mom will approve once she sees me making my mess here.
Also, there is a soy ginger honey glaze that we're going to prepare to put over the goose.
Actually, the first thing we'll do is just a little bit of water, teeny bit. We just need something on there to boil off. So
Okay.
we'll get that in there. Honey is the key element.
Time while you're adding the soy to that.
So we got a lot in here. We got a giant goblet from Fit for a King. We're just gonna put a little bit in there. We're
There's
flavoring.
probably 2 tablespoons maybe.
I would say, yeah, 2 tablespoons is a great place to start. And then you want the ginger, which is our final element here. Boil off, reduce some of that concoction.
And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and add a couple of cups of the chicken broth. We're just going to take it and put it inside the bird. Tie up the little legs.
I'm gonna make sure to get it in that stuff right
And
there. Get a
in
little
the
moisture
stuffing.
going in there.
It's going in the oven. We've got it set for at about 375. We're going to let it cook for probably 45 minutes. And this is your finished version. It has the glaze on it. It's just nice and sealed. It's got the stuffing. Okay, what we've got are just duck breasts. And I've marinated them in a soy and mustard marinade. They marinated overnight. You can just grill these. However, we're going to use the griddle. 5 minutes each side. You just simply put it on the grill. That's some serious heat.
Yeah, fired up.
There's your piece.
Perfect, all right.
All right.
I'll take that, my
All right.
morsel.
We have a plum sauce that we've already created. Any of these recipes that you see, you can get at kellyswildlife.com. And all you're going to do is so simple. Watch this. You're just going to put it over the
Now
top.
you're telling me all you're doing is putting it in the spoon and putting it on top of the duck?
That's it.
That's all?
That's
Is
it.
that what you're saying?
That's it.
Wow, that's
Look
pretty
how, is this tough or what?
We're going to be doing that jalapeno happy dance just shortly. Mason's going to be sharing his Arizona Heat jalapeno popper recipe. This girl's got game on Kelly's Wildlife. KellysWildlife.com, it's the place to find expanded content from the show, including uncut videos, recipes, and tips on living the Kelly's Wildlife style. It's all on KellysWildlife.com. Plus, join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to keep up to date on all that's happening on Kelly's Wildlife.
You brought some jalapenos. You're a jalapeno guy.
I'm a huge jalapeno guy.
Yeah, out of Tucson, Arizona originally. So you brought some jalapenos, and we had some leftover stuff, and you said, I can make some jalapenos.
Sure can.
I bet this wine would go great with what you've got
It
later.
will be. This is the
Casa
Casa Julia
Julia.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Yep.
Excellent. Cut through, so we'll just put a little more on that.
All right, great.
Okay,
I feel
so
like Julia Childs or something. You don't remember?
you have to get the accent going if you're going to do Julia Child. We have to do that, but
I think you got it down.
we could go ahead and do it. This must be the wine talking. Chop the top off. We don't need the top anymore. So get in there with your little core. They sell these at any grocery store. It's a nice little tool. I'm gonna do a little piping of cream cheese in there, just to
Nice.
get popped in. Stick it in, get your finger in there. Don't be afraid to get dirty. I'm gonna go ahead and put some duck in there. Why not? You know, what else you got to
plum
do?
sauce.
What else you got to do? You could do plum sauce, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna stick him in there. We're gonna get a little bit of a stuffing
This is
going.
like a spicy Thanksgiving holiday meal in a jalapeno.
It is. Now what you can also do once you
at
get that
that.
going, so it's getting all nice and tight in there, poked in, and then this will, once
Cap
it
it
bakes,
off.
it'll cap with the bacon. You probably want to use some toothpicks on there, but I don't. I just stick it in. You take these, throw them in, I'd say 375, 400.
Okay.
And I like to char them. I like to overdo them myself. Make sure you throw them on the grill is the best way to do it, sticking them on the actual fired up grill and getting that char coming up, so that's the best way. Use your judgment, wait till the bacon kind of cooks in there, but also you want that black char all around there. Make sure that the
It's almost like
jalapeno's
roasting,
getting cooked.
like a roasted jalapeno on the outside.
Exactly. Anyway, throw it in
Into
there.
the oven?
And, yep. So
away
it
you
goes
go.
just right in there.
Looking
Bam.
good.
So again, probably 20 minutes. You're looking pretty safe. Temperature should be high though, 375, 400.
An inside look into Nashville's music biz is coming up with singer-songwriter Mason Douglas. This Girl's Got Game on Kelly's Wildlife. KellysWildlife.com, it's the place to find expanded content from the show, including uncut videos, recipes, and tips on living the Kelly's wildlife style. It's all on KellysWildlife.com. Plus, join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to keep up to date on all that's happening on Kelly's Wildlife.
So I have this little game I want to play.
A game? Okay.
Yeah. It's called Kelly's Roulette. No guns. There are no guns involved. We put the guns away. We had some libations, so no guns.
Now just slingshots. That's all we got.
Yeah, slingshots.
Okay. Oh man. Oh, you just buried him.
Oh,
See?
I'm sorry. Okay, grab
Why'd
that
you
one.
do that?
What's it say?
Favorite pickup line.
Yeah, come on. What's your favorite pickup line?
How you? No.
Got
it's
one?
actually totally inappropriate for. I have a pickup line I love, but this may be an internet-only audience. I don't know. I mean,
Can't you make it a PG line?
No.
You
Well, I
can't?
guess I could. Yeah, I guess I could. All right, ready? You
Yeah.
guys ready for this one?
Yeah.
You guys ready? You ready for this one? All right. goes like
Ready.
this. You want to screw or should I apologize?
That's terrible.
I told
That's
you.
the
it's not-
worst. Throw that in the fire. That one goes in the fire. That's a terrible pickup
Doesn't
line.
have to be effective or good. You said my favorite one. That is my
Did
favorite.
it work for you?
I've never tried it, but it sounds like it'd be awesome to do if I ever had enough Pendletons and to.
You're married
do
now.
that.
You don't
Yeah.
get to do that. Throw it in the fire. It's gone.
I'm gonna try it with my
That
wife.
one's burned.
I'll try that with my
Oh,
wife.
yeah.
Like, bust a move. I want the push-up one instead of bust a move.
Well, okay, take a different one.
There's no music.
Although I want to see the bust.
if I bust a move, you gotta give me a beatbox.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm busting. You're missing.
Nope. Hold
It's
on.
my move.
We can get it. Let's talk about your style.
Okay.
The style of music that you write. Ballads or what do you consider it?
Wow. Well, my style has always been a little eclectic. I like to just totally cross the spectrum of music. I think if you get too pigeonholed, then you're limiting yourself, especially as an art, or as a songwriter and a creator. You're missing out on a lot of opportunity, a lot of expression that you can be doing. Writers do tend to get pigeonholed into their style once something gets successful. So once I have a song break and that becomes #1 and Mason Douglas is known for that type of song, then that will become my style and I'll have to write a bunch of that, which I probably have plenty of that. Again, I think it's important. I think it's what we're doing. We're trying to find a new voice. We can't always just be the same voice all the time, so we gotta find new little influences. Gotta find those influences from all over and create that new voice, that new sound in order to separate yourself out from the same old just
Bro country.
bro country, or just the same old sound from any artist that gets pigeonholed into that thing.
So I kind of get the feeling that we're headed back towards a more classic sound.
Could
How
be,
do you
yeah.
feel like that fits your style?
Oh, we can write that all day long. Yeah, but again, as a writer, that's the cool thing about adapting. If not, when we try, we work at it and keep chiseling away until we nail it.
What are you gonna play for us?
I'm gonna do a song that's this has become one of my favorites lately. It was written with my buddy Corey Batten and Lance Carpenter, two great writers around town, two of my favorites to even write with. And anyway, called "I'm Buying." I know your drink, I know that dress. No, I should have walked out when you walked in. It's too late now, I guess. You say that you miss me, kiss me when you sat down. You said you hate being lonely. Well, baby, what's one more round? I'm buying what you're selling, even though I know you're telling me lies. Looking past another goodbye there in your eyes. I'm sold every time I think of holding you close. Got 'em up and make 'em strong, you know I'm gonna drink 'em on down. Let it burn like a bottle of Crown. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're drinking, whatever you're seeing tonight, baby, I'm buying. My buddy and I joke about it all the time. We still want to be the guy who's flying across Texas Stadium, you know, with a guitar strapped to him, and just in reference to Garth's special where he flew across Texas Stadium. So we want to be that guy. That's what we dreamed of doing. Now that's a very almost like glamour shots. You look at it and this is going to be a little bit of a downer, sorry, but you peek behind the curtain too much and it gets a little. There's sometimes you thank God that you're not that guy, because there's a lot of people taking pieces of the pie, taking advantage of you, coming out of the woodwork in order to be part of it. And so there's a lot of balls that get up in the air and a lot of juggling to do, and it gets. Sometimes it gets pretty sketchy, kind of like any other corporation or business out there. So there are parts of me that are very happy that my time has come and gone, and I dodged that bullet. Exactly. It would have been fun, but again, not a whole lot of people get to call their own shots. And if they do, it's way later in their career after they've already been screwed or taken advantage of too many times, where they finally learn their lesson. And so again, not to be Debbie Downer, but that actually is the reality of the business. And so you see a show like Nashville on ABC right now, and some of it, they touch on some of that stuff, which in essence is very realistic. That's what a lot of writers and artists go through, is some of this politicking behind the scenes. And so anyway, I'll get off that soapbox, but it does happen. Again, I call it behind the curtain. It's you sometimes don't want to see back there. You just want to see that big facade that is being presented. And
and it's a lot of work. I mean, guys like Kenny Chesney have, he has his hand on, I think, everything in his production. I mean, he knows it from the ground floor up, and it takes a lot of work. He doesn't, when he says he's taking a break and taking a year off, he's still thinking of ideas and working on the stage show and writing songs and no question. Yeah, guys like Kenny and like Garth, they know every single aspect of the show, from every single note, every single movement they're doing on stage, where they're going to be from one movement to another, and that's just the stage show. Aside from that, they get off the stage, they go back to the tour bus, make a few radio calls, maybe get a few hours of sleep, get up pretty early on the bus, make some more radio calls to start promoting the next show, probably stop in at a radio station or two, maybe hook up with a few fans, if there's a hospital trip they can take perhaps, or just in Taylor Swift's case, she would sit and she would call her fans randomly, do the *67 to block her number, and randomly call fans, say, hey, this is Taylor, just want to see how you're doing today, and she would actually make that intimate of a connection. So it is nonstop. It's completely going all the time. So that's what makes a great artist, and that connection and that energy,
intimacy
they're putting into the career.
The energy is huge, and that's what makes them very special. And the other ones who are going to have that long distance career. Again, us songwriters, we tend to get a little lazy. It's like, you know what, I just want to write a song, and I want to go to have a beer somewhere and watch some Monday Night Football, and I'll be happy. All right, so here's something fun for
you. Tribute to wine.
Just tossed my last dart, just threw back my last beers. Yeah, there's a few hours left to happy out. Boys, I'm out of here. She's blowing my phone up, wants me home on the double. Boys, when she gets like this, I know that I'm in trouble. She's halfway through a bottle of wine, says she's lighting candles. Hearing her slurring her sweet words, getting too hard to handle. Ain't sure, but I think I heard her say something about some pink camo, I guess.
Pink camo? Heck yeah.
Know what she's thinking. Bartender, give me my tab. Oh, I gotta get home fast. My baby's been drinking.
Woo! What's the next great adventure for you?
Next, in life, it's actually babies. Babies. Yeah.
Are we pregnant?
Not yet, but they're.
Do you know how it happens?
I do. I've had
a couple, so
yeah,
in case
I've heard
you're
the
struggling.
rumors.
I can help. I can't help you, but I could
Yeah, I heard the rumor, so right now we're just kind of poking around at it. you know,
Good.
But
Yeah, good for you.
I think it's probably the big in my life is going to be, babies on the horizon.
There's so much history on the plains of southeastern Colorado, and I wanted to show Mason some of the hidden gems in and around my property.
The legend goes, though, that at one time they ran the buffalo off this ridge. They had their winter quarters or their cleaning quarters down below, and then they actually had their teepees and where they lived up above. The original channel of the Arkansas River is right here. So anyway, this is called the Big Timbers, and it's also the area that William Bent and Zebulon Pike, Santa Fe Trail all came through this area. So this is one of the caves, and one of the reasons I bought the land is I wanted to make sure that these caves didn't get damaged. We had a lot of kids coming on the property and spray painting. This particular writing is in calligraphy, which is reminiscent of what the Civil War soldiers during the Civil War era would do this. They were traveling through. There are a couple of signatures in this cave. W. Bent.
Oh, okay.
1827.
Ah.
So Bentel Fort was built basically 4 years later. So he was traveling through.
Checking things out.
Probably got in here for shelter. You
He
know.
had just gotten off Zillow. Said, there's some property over there I want to check out on Zillow. And
Yeah,
then I'll go look,
exactly.
come back 4 years later and build his
His fort.
fort.
And then Bill Pike is the other significant one. I think is right below me, actually. Yeah, right here.
You know the deep one?
Yeah. Bill Pike, 1797, pre-Louisiana Purchase.
We had a great time hanging out with Mason, eating some amazing food and telling tall tales. We do a lot more than just cooking here at Kellie's Wildlife. It's about family, it's about friends, and it's about celebrating life and living. If you like what you see and you want to see more, go to kellyswildlife.com.
Back in South Colorado. Take two.
Mr. Jones and me coming through in stereo. Yeah, well, look at the beautiful. I'm actually putting a little anecdotes in there.
I like
Cause
it.
he's all whiny and talking like this. And Mr. Jones and me. Or you can take the whole jalapeno and throw it in your mouth and then make it.